welcome to another edition of the Goalpost, your front row seat to the biggest story in football, from chilling match breakdown to explosive transfer news and tactical masterclass to unmissable insight. We cover it all. Big goals, big moment, and even bigger debates. I'm your host, Oluwamayowa. I'm not alone this morning. I'm with Timmy. Timmy, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning in the studio. It's an amazing day, amazing Monday morning, a money day, beginning of a new week. Um, Champions Leagues are coming tomorrow. Um, I hope Madrid can scale through. Uh, it has been an amazing weekend also. We are ready to dive into it.
I think the weekend started off with your team. I can see that you've also changed your probably to go. You probably have a goal post in your background. Probably maybe you are indicating that your team scored. A whole lot of people who have come out to say that Manchester United win, you know, has a whole lot of controversy in it. But in any case, let's get into it. Let's start with the FA Cup. There are a whole lot of games over the weekend. Then let's get into the FA Cup proper. Um, you know, Manchester United left it so late. They had to rely on a Harry Maguire later that to you know, to probably get them to the next round. It was not a easy match. Leicester took the lead through Bobby de Cordova just before halftime. Joshua Sexy equalized for United in the 68th minute. Then Harry Maguire scored a controversial injury time winner with debate over potential offside. I watched that particular goal and I watched the replay again. There is no way the linesman missed that. What do you make of that particular game? The performance of Manchester United and how, you know, um, they played in that particular game.
It's obvious. When there is no VAR, things like that are bound to happen. Obviously, does Leicester deserve to lose the game? I don't think so. Do they deserve to win? I don't think so. The two teams are at par. It can go either ways. And when the United way, is the Amorim time, not Fagi time now, because Amorim specializes in late winners, and that's what he has been doing. I think he has done it 5 times already this season. Again, it's just there's human error in football. The human error in football was to be taken away by the help of VAR, but obviously there was no VAR on the particular round of the FA Cup. So it happened like that, and United take the day.
And don't you think Leicester, they are justified to feel aggrieved? They played that game very well. They had their chances. The first half, Manchester United could not get a reading until, Amoy decided to make some changes. That was when they had a foothold in that particular game. And apart from the fact that, for me personally, I think the referee ruined that particular game because the offside was so clear, even without VAR. If the linesman was doing his job properly, he should have been able to spot that. In as much as a lot of United fans are happy that they qualified, I don't think the way they qualified, you know, paint the exact scenario in that particular game.
That's football. No matter how you look at it, United have qualified, and it's a shame. It's because it's an offside goal. But again, why are you not defending very well? And they could have themselves to blame because if this was a long one floating to the box from Bruno Fernandes, giving away the free kick obviously again was a bad one for them, and they could have themselves to blame. Again, Ruben Amorim, in as much as I don't want to criticize Ruben Amorim, I think this is the first time I'll really be criticizing him, for the kind of tactics and the way he has played. You've been clamoring since you came that you don't have the right players at the right position. Okay, but I know it. I'll buy a left back and play him at the right back. What are you doing? You buy a left wing back and play him at a right wing back, and the original right wing back that you have, you play him at a left wing back. What are you doing? Why not play your original player you bought, play him at the right position? You could see them trying to cut into to their stronger foot. They couldn't make a cross. The purpose of a wing back is to defend and to help the attack in crosses. Now, how do you cross with your weak foot? You can't cross with your weak foot. So obviously you have to be cutting to your stronger foot. And by the time you're cutting to your stronger foot, the team has recovered and they have come back into position to defend the ball. So what are you doing? This is the first time I think I will criticize Ruben Amorim. Again, why are you playing um Menu high up? Many shouldn't be playing high up. You tried it against Crystal Palace. We were beaten. Why are you doing it again? You shouldn't be doing it again. Many should sit back and play his natural position. Or if you want to use Bruno in that Menu position, you should be using another player in the. And again, one thing I noticed about United, when we started wingers as wing back, we won. I think we have won six and I think lost one and drew one also. But when we started defenders as wing back, we have lost so much. So I think you should go back to using wingers as wing backs. The way Antonio Conte did it in Chelsea, using Moses as wing back and Alonso. You should just try and fix it. But Amorim should take the blame also.
Okay, that's fantastic. A whole lot of the big teams, they struggled in the FA Cup. There was even a shocker. But before we get there, what is going on with City? It took a Kevin De Bruyne 60-minute goal before they could win against Leighton. And even at that, they struggled in that particular game. Leighton also had an opportunity to be able to equalize in that particular game. Leighton Orient took a surprising lead due to a goalkeeping error by Stefan Ortega. Manchester City rallied with goals to secure their place in the next round. What do you make of that particular game? I mean, not until Kevin De Bruyne came in before there were glimpses of them winning that particular game. As at the 78th minute, you would have probably felt the game would end in a draw.
Again, is he Rodri? It's not Rodri now. Okay, let's assume Rodri was around. Let's assume Rodri was around. Will he have played that FA Cup game? No, he wouldn't. He would have been rested.
Well, that's true.
So is this still Rodri? It's not Rodri. That's what I kept on saying. It's deeper than that. And again, I think with the view of Madrid in the next match, made them made them to drop so many players. Thank God they didn't lose the match because they could have easily lost. Look, Leighton Orient was having a field day against them, and the Nico Gonzalez, they
I
will he be
mean,
able to match up to the speed of the Premier League? The goal Man City considered, it was the ball was taken off him, and the guy saw Ortega out of his line and tried to loop him. He was a bit lucky, touched the post, and it was an Ortega own goal. But at the end of the day, Man City is just a shadow of themselves. If Madrid did not put this Man City away, they will have themselves to blame. Madrid have injuries issue. There's none of their back line is available. The original back four, none of them is available. But as you can see, trying to churn out results, and I hope they can just do it against City.
what the question has always been, I mean, in that particular game, Nico Gonzalez even got injured, very early in the first half. And you saw a Gundogan and a Bernardo Silva play. However, it seems they were unable to stop, the attack from Leighton Orient. Leighton Orient was playing as if they were a Premier League side.
That's what you have when you have a team that is low on confidence. Man City is actually low on confidence right now. Nothing they do, nothing they touch turns to gold. They are not playing very well. You could see Pep the whole game. He was just shaking his head. The whole game, he was shaking his head. That's to tell you how bad Man City is. It's deeper than just Rodri. That's why I kept on saying it's deeper, it's deeper, it's deeper than just Rodri. Um, this is the first time a Pep Guardiola team is facing this kind of adversary, and I think he won't be able to bounce back from this. Again, people that have Pep in their greatest manager of all time conversation should be having everything now with
They, they,
this
they,
whole thing
they,
that is happening.
they need to review their list. But in any case, let's go to another underachieving team. Enzo Maresca has categorically stated that they are not, in the title race, and a whole lot of people felt, probably he was trying to prank a whole lot of people for saying that he was trying to take pressure away from him for saying that. However, the results so far has indicated, what he has been reiterating. It seems Chelsea are becoming, very inconsistent in terms of churning out result. They played the Brighton side, Brighton coming back from a backdrop of losing 7-0, trying to, they were a bit low on confidence. Chelsea were coming from, winning their game against West Ham. And that particular game, you would have expected Chelsea to give a good account of themselves. Brighton delivered a strong performance to eliminate Chelsea. Chelsea early exit raises question about their current form. What do you make of that particular game? Owing to the fact that Chelsea did not turn up the way you would expect them to turn up based off what they have been doing, in the league.
One of the best things Eric Ten Hag did for Manchester United was sending Jordan Sancho away. Again, people who fail to realize this guy is just not fit for the Premier League. Again, he's already crumbling at Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't know what to make of them. They play well today. The next game they don't. I think it's an Enzo Maresca thing. Enzo Maresca at Leicester, the the first half of the season it was amazing. The second half of the season it wasn't really that amazing. It was dropping points here and there, and they could only win the championship because of the points he has amassed from the first half of the season, and that's the same thing that is happening to Chelsea right now. Chelsea are where they are because of the points they have amassed from the first half of the season. If they were playing like this, they would have been battling with all of us in the relegation. Um, Again, Chelsea they need to change things. They need to stop buying players. I think that they are sending players out now, which is good. Yet to want to win a trophy under Todd Poli. That shows you the mismanagement and the wrong decisions they have made, and the coach needs to take blame right now. Also, um, I don't know. Chelsea are just a shambles. And next season, I think they might change the coach.
But the question has always been, I mean, I saw a lot of people talk about Cole Palmer also being an issue. Yes, you raised a particular point about Jadon Sancho's inconsistency. Is it not, don't you think it's more of the team rather than individual players? Because I mean, a whole lot of people, they've picked out Jordan Sancho and Cole Palmer for criticism, which I think personally I think is not fair. I mean, the whole team itself is not playing very well. I mean, if you look at how they considered the two goals, the defenders should have done much more better.
That's football now. That's football. The star players in the team. Who are the star players in the team? Those are like the star players in the team. If you look at it, those are the star players. Um, Sancho, Kopama, Enzo Fernandez, and maybe Jackson. Those are like the star players in the team, the go-to guys in the team, and they are rightly being criticized. It's normal when you are a big player, you face criticisms. You try as much as possible to perform and do your best to make your team win. There are so many times the defense is in shambles, but a brilliant play from the top guy in the team will save the day, and that's the reason why Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, and all these guys are always up there because when the team needs them, they turn up and perform. For Chelsea, Cole Palmer and the rest being criticized, it is okay, maybe not, but you can still say it's a bit fair because they are the go-to guys in the team. They need to be criticized when the team is playing bad. Of course, when the team is playing good, who do they praise? They praise the top guys in the team. They don't say, the defense was amazing today. No, they don't say that. They praise the top guys in the team. So when the team is doing bad, they will also criticize the top guys in the team.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over to another game that was a bit tough. I was catching up on this particular game, and I felt I think Newcastle escaped by the skin of their teeth. Birmingham, Chris Davis' side, you know, gave a good account of themselves. Remember when we were reviewing this game on Friday, we were talking about how Chris Davis has changed this particular team. Yeah, they were able to score amazing goals against Newcastle, and it took Jacob Murphy to show up, with that wonderful team play to be able to break down the Newcastle side, to break down the Birmingham side.
But the outside.
However, Birmingham themselves, they had an opportunity to equalize very late in the game, and it took the intervention of the goalkeeper. I mean, a high-scoring encounter saw Newcastle edge out Birmingham. Birmingham pushed the Premier League side to the limit. I mean, what do you make of that particular game? Because I was following that game, and I think Birmingham, you know, should have probably taken that particular game based on the performance they put in. They never allowed Newcastle, to have an opportunity to be able to play their free flow football.
One of the disadvantages of playing a lower league side is you don't know how they will play. If you are playing the Premier League side, you probably have the idea of how they will play. You know their players, you know how they will play, you have an idea. But you are playing a lower league side, you don't have an idea of all this, and them they don't have anything to lose. You have a whole lot to lose. Them they don't have anything to lose. So all they will do is come out and play at you. It was an amazing game, obviously. Of course, as expected, Newcastle won, but it was not all rosy. Uh, Birmingham gave them a fight, give them a run for their money. By the end of the day, Newcastle triumph. And again, no matter how you said it, no matter how you try to paint it, they've gone to the next round, and that's the most important thing. Yes, Birmingham gave them a run for their money. Yes, Birmingham almost equalized at the end of the game. Yes, Birmingham almost knocked them out. Yes, it's almost nearly does not kill a bird. And
What matters is they got to the next round of the game. But okay,
exactly.
but it has been a good week for Eddie Howe. It's in the finals of the Carabao Cup. It's in the fifth round of the FA Cup, and it seems he might probably deliver a title this season. I mean, a trophy this season rather. I mean, I think with Liverpool out, Manchester United is not consistent. Man City is struggling. I think the only other team that can probably do something fantastic if they can keep up with the consistent results might probably be, a Newcastle in the FA Cup.
In the FA Cup, I think anybody can win it, and I think it's between Newcastle, Aston Villa, United, Man City. That's all. Arsenal are done already. Arsenal is out of the FA Cup.
Sure.
So I feel it's going to be between those teams. Um, Newcastle can probably win it. Um, Finally, they might have to win a trophy, but it's not going to be easy. It's really not going to be easy. Everybody there don't have a chance to win any trophy in the Premier League.
Well,
That's like um the only trophy the only trophy shouts they could get this season. So everybody would want to play their ass out, except Man United, that are extremely struggling.
okay, that's fantastic. Bournemouth went away to Newcastle, to Everton. They went to the Goodison Park and they were able to get the result. This marks the first time David Moyes is losing in the last 5 games. Bournemouth secured a 2-0 victory at Goodison Park. Everton's manager David Moyes expressed disappointment over defensive lapses. I mean, if you look at the goals that Everton considered, it takes you back to the era of Sean Dyke, whereby the defense is always in shambles. I mean, I never expected the defense to be so open, and it gave Bournemouth the opportunity to be able to score. I mean, the second goal itself, you might call it a scrappy goal. However, the defense contributed to how that goal was scored. The same thing for the first goal too. The defenders were not tracking back, and they allowed Bournemouth to have a free ride, and that was what resulted in that particular goal.
Again, no matter how you said it, Bournemouth are flying this season. They are the giant killers. We know, yeah, we said it on Friday that Bournemouth are going to win. Yes, it's normal for David Moyes to complain, but yes, when you have a team that are better than you, mentally, physically, style wise, anything you want to look at in a game of football, Bournemouth is actually better than Everton at this point. So yes, it's normal for him to complain so that the players can get their asses together and play very well in the next matches to come. But we all know Bournemouth was going to win. Another team I didn't had in the list of teams that could win the FA Cup is Bournemouth. Bournemouth, they are there. Raiola has done an amazing job, and they are doing fantastic right now.
Well, I mean, Raula is a revelation for the EPL. I mean, he has been so fantastic, and Bournemouth itself, they are punching above their weight in the EPL. I think probably will probably win the manager of the season because of the performance he's been putting in. I mean, yes, Liverpool might end up winning the league or even do better than him in some cases. However, I think he has been able to do so well for a Bournemouth team that nobody gives an opportunity. Let's go to the last one for the FA Cup before we move to other leagues in Europe. How does the last team in the championship, 24 of 24, beat number one in the EPL? This team is, Chelsea is number one. This team is 43 places below Liverpool, and they end up winning. I mean, I was watching that particular game, and I felt probably maybe because of the old changes. Nicola Kastic, defensive masterclass was pivotal in Plymouth's victory. Liverpool rotated squad failed to overcome the championship side. What do you make of this particular game?
It's another disgrace. It's a disgrace. No matter how you look at it, yes, the rested players, yes, it's a disgrace. No matter how you look at it, because um these players are the last team in the championship. Last, like bottom of the table, and you are the first. And even the players that played for Liverpool, some of them can fit in regularly for them. You have Teammakers. Teammakers has played very well this season. Konsa, there was one time Konsa was playing, was partnering Van Dijk in the defense. Endo, these guys have been playing. There are guys there that have played. They didn't look like they were going to do anything until Plymouth scored. It was after Plymouth scored that they now started to try as much as possible to score and all these things. But at the end of the day, it was a good game for Plymouth. Defensive masterclass. The penalty, yes, it's a penalty. Elliot Sand was up in the air. I don't know what he was doing. Does he think he's playing basketball? I don't know. I don't know why his hand is so up. I don't know what he's doing. You are in the box. You should be more aware of your surroundings, and you shouldn't be putting your hands up just like that. It's good. The chance of a quadruple is gone, and they have the chance to win a lower treble. It's not the real treble, but they have the chance to win it.
But the question has always been, the last time they won, they were chasing the treble, the quadruple. They ended up with Carabao Cup. Don't you think the same thing will play out this season again? Because I mean, it's almost looking like the same thing. Yes, they are in the next round of the Champions League. However, the last time they tried doing quadruple, they ended up with one. I mean, don't you think that will happen this season too?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they will win the Carabao Cup. Their firepower will be too much for Newcastle. I think they will win. The Champions League, I don't know. They are like the best team in the Champions League, so they might win that. The league is done already. I don't see I don't see them losing. I think what happens on Wednesday, is it Wednesday or Thursday, will determine what happens in the remaining part of the league because they will be playing Everton. This is a resurging Everton. Everton that just lost a game again over the weekend to Bournemouth. They are going to give Liverpool run for their money. If Liverpool wins, which is the reason why he rested a lot of players because of the game, uh, that's to show you how important Everton is. He did it for Bournemouth, rested players in the Champions League, and came to the league to beat Bournemouth. This one again, rested players for the FA Cup. Lost the FA Cup actually, but I believe he's going to win against Everton.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's go to the last one. The last game for yesterday. We saw Marcus Rashford and Asensio, playing their first game for Aston Villa. Aston Villa scored their first progress. Aston Villa secured their first progression to the fifth round in a decade. In the last 10 years, they've not been able to go past the first round, the fourth round. New signings Marco Asensio and Rashford made their debut under manager Unai Emery. What do you make of that particular game? And we also saw a Rashford coming in the 67th minute. It's still a surreal experience for me because I mean nobody ever thought that you ever see a Rashford in a jersey that is different from the one of Manchester United.
It's still a bit weird. I seen him play yesterday. Typical Rashford. Again, is this what he wants to do? See the way he's playing. You could see the difference. Asensio, see the way Asensio was playing. Asensio was amazing yesterday when he came in. But just a little cameo. That's what you could get from him. Aston Villa are going to be crazy this remaining part of the season. Asensio, amazing talent. You could see how he was playing. Rashford again, um, overrunning the ball that could have just been at his feet for him to shoot, allowing the defender to come in, and he almost broke the defender's leg. I don't know what he's doing. Um, Rashford, I don't know. He just needs to keep his head in the game. I think he's bothered with a whole lot of things. He's weak mentally, and that's part of what is affecting his game. If he can pull up his game again, I feel he shouldn't have just come to Aston Villa. He should have gone somewhere else, maybe Barcelona, a PSG. Just go somewhere else, not stay in the Premier League.
But I mean, the performance of yesterday does it now justify the reason why Amorim decided to do away with him? I mean, um,
No, he performed well yesterday. Oh, not like he didn't. Oh, he
no,
performed.
no,
For
performance in terms
those
of scoring goals. That's what I mean. Performance in terms of
exactly,
scoring goals.
of
I
course
mean,
you
if you're
can't
a
judge a
striker,
player.
your
You
if
can't
I
you can't judge a player. Yes, you can't judge a player by scoring goals every time. Now, if you had a good performance, he might not. If I had a good performance and not score, the point is he played well. If you did not watch the match, hmm? If you did not watch it, if you are a stat merchant, you just go and watch. You just go and check stats and say, Rashford, yes. The stats will tell you that he played well. Four duels, this, that. When I check the stats, but I watched it with my eyes and I saw it. Rashford was not that fantastic yesterday.
so I mean that's his first game. I don't think people should be too hard on him. It's his first game for for Aston Villa, and uh, you don't expect him. Well, some people might say John Duran played his first game for Al Nassr, and he ended up scoring two goals. But
In the league,
yeah, in the league, but
he
Rashford is
played in
not.
the Champions League before.
Yeah, Rashford is not a John Duran. However, uh, Aston Villa won that particular game, moving to the next round. Ange that has touted himself as winning, trophy in the second season. What's going on?
He's a joker. He's a joker. Now you have a team. Yes, we know all your teams are injured. We know they are injured. Why are you playing a high line? Why you don't have the players to play? Your Van der Ven and all these fast guys are not around. Why are you playing a high line? Why? Sit back and defend. Pack the ball a little. Hit them on the counter. Change your style of play. Play to the strength of of the players you have. But no, I will be stubborn and I will play a high line. And when they ask him, if we say the players played well, or you can see they perform, you're saying trash. You should look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. Uh, Ange, I think, is going to be sacked. He might not even get to the end of the season because why are they keeping him?
Well, to keep them out of the relegation zone because he took them there. He
That
needs to take them out.
he's not going to the way he's playing. He might leave them in the relegation zone with the way they are playing. So at the end of the day, he might end up being sacked.